Hey, what's up, guys? It's June 26th, and today I made about $731.25. So it was a pretty good day overall. We had some interesting moves in the market, and if you watch yesterday's video, you should be able to make pretty good money. Because yesterday I said that if we are above 61.55, if we can open above 61.55, we're pretty bullish. And as you can see, we opened above that, and we stayed above that all day, right? So that's one of the reasons that we're pretty bullish. But let's go over the algo highlights for today. So this morning, 9:30, we had 9:38. We had a bullish market structure, which is over here, and what that tells us is that you want to buy the dip when there's a bullish market structure. So on this dip here, you want to buy. Probably want to shave off some position here at 5 points, and then on this dip here, you probably want to pick some up, and then shave off some position around here to here for 5 points, give or take. And then if you want to hold some running, you could. And then eventually we got another flip, another bullish flip here at 10:30s. So if you bought it here, could have shaved some off here. You want to buy these dips here and this dip here, and then shave some off at the top. But over here at 11:27, we also had a ESX1 sell signal, which is telling us that market maker was selling off a little bit here. So if you took it here and you sold it here, you would have made at least another 5 points. If you're trading ES, 5 points is 250 easily. If you're trading MES, 5 points is about $25 that you can make. So pretty interesting day, pretty good moves. However, it is a little bit scamming because we are just kind of just running up a lot today. Even though we got more pullbacks, we have a little bit more violent move today than yesterday, or some of the other days where we just like really choppy. So it's good like this one is very violent move. If you know what you're doing, if you're buying in the moving average on these violent moves, you can make money. So like here and here, you're just buying a dip on the violent moves. You could be making money on that. So the key takeaway for me is to respect these multiple flips. So if we see a 9:30 flip and a 10:30 flip, and both of those flips are bullish flips, that usually reinforces that the total's day's direction is pretty bullish. But don't forget to use your stops and don't get caught chasing momentum blindly. On the news front today, we had Nvidia. Um, so this stock here, Nvidia, kind of hitting highs. It's been pretty high for the past few days. It's reclaiming the title as the world's largest stock, and the market seems to be riding the momentum of these Max 7s of Nvidia, Microsoft, Amazon, Google, Meta, Tesla, Netflix. All these stocks are somewhat just carrying the S&P 500 because the S&P 500 is just a basket of these big stocks. So right now, like we might have some people that are disconnected from the market where they look at the market and they say, hey, the market seems very frothy. It's going higher than it should, despite all the crazy events in the world and things going on. And to that, the market says we're just doing what all these other companies are doing, all these big AI companies that are just doing really well. You know, and I guess to a certain extent, AI is somewhat disconnected from reality, right? Because they're just like the internet, the computer, and things like that. And whereas reality is like the rest of the consumerism, and consumers and whatnot. So something to think about here. And then for tomorrow, I would say watch 61.75 as your support. So 61.75 is around here. And then watch 61.55 area, which would be around here. So this would be like the neutral zone. We can go anywhere from here. But if we come back to test 61.75, we'll probably bounce. And as long as we stay above it, we'll probably be pretty bullish. But if we keep falling through and then we lose this area, this will now be resistance and it could go down that way. Now, as of right now, it could go either direction. These levels are just where you want to choose to see how to play it. So if market open around 61.75 tomorrow, I will remain bullish. If we lose it, it will be in the neutral zone. That's where I would be iffy. You could take it from neutral zone to this area, but then if we lose this area, we would go bearish again. So if you found this helpful, hit subscribe for daily trade journals and watch me break down the market as well. And check out the video recap link below. Thanks for watching and see you tomorrow.